Welcome to Ripcaster. My name's John Nelson, and today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Linn Selekt DSM edition that was announced yesterday. We've got the actual Select DSM edition here, and we've also got a couple of mono line-out cards that go in it, and we've also got a couple of mono organic DACs. Let's open them up and have a look. So we've switched camera angles now. Let's open up the box and have a look what's in. Standard Linn style box. Top we've got accessory pack. We'll just have a quick look what we've got in the accessory pack. Not much. UK mains cable and infrared remote control. Put that on one side. Inside the box you can see the Linn Selekt DSM edition. Just lift off the foam packaging. Lift out the unit. Okay, so it's in a plastic bag. Okay. Right, so I've got it out of the packaging now, and first look at it on the actual bench here. It's obviously got some protective film on the top of the very silky dial. It's beautifully made with solid CNC billets. I believe these are kind of separate plates, all milled separately and then bolted together. You've got the soft programmable switches on the front, so you can preset a turntable or your favourite radio station or your favourite playlist, etc. It's got the mirrored front. It's got some protection on there, so let's take the mirroring off. Okay, and quite heavy. You can see our camera stuff there. And if we look on the base, you can see the 3 feet with their blue isolation rings, all the serialization number, etc. on there. Alright, so I've switched the camera on a little bit so we can see the back panel a little better. If we start over here, we've got the mains IEC input, we've got on-off switch here, we've got the Ethernet input port here, HDMI ARC. This blanking spot here will also accept a secondary HDMI module with switching and surround processing if necessary. We've got USB input, and then we've got digital inputs, both optical at the lower and coaxial at the top. These also, one of these can be configured as an output as well as an input. And then we'll go on to the analog section here. So we've just got a conventional line level analog input for whatever that might be, a CD player, tuner, etc. We've got a phono stage here, both moving magnet and moving coil. Our earthing point for the phono stage. And then we've got a couple of exact links, so this can be used as a standalone system without any modules in it, with exact systems, so that's either exact capable speakers or exact boxes. You can also use it with third-party digital systems, just using the digital output directly on the SPDIF out to a third party, making this Select work as just a transport. And then nestling between here, these two are 2 new additions compared to previous DSMs. These are a pair of sub-outs, so I've got left and right sub-out, and those can be configured using managed systems to configure the cut-off frequencies, etc., and the sub, indeed whether you've got a stereo pair or mono. So that's all the standard configuration, and then we have got the 3 module slots over here, and these can be populated with whatever modules you want. For this particular unit we've got a couple of line level mono modules. and we're going to fit mono organic DACs to those. But a very flexible system, and these can be chopped and changed as your needs change throughout the life of the product. Okay, so we'll just spin it round so that you can see, like I say, you can see nice CNC detail on the case, very nice detail on the vent here. It's got a kind of if I tip it on its side, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but it's every other one is CNC, so you have a kind of a wave effect on the top of the unit. Maybe you can't quite see it on here, which is one of the reasons why you need to come and visit us so that you can have a look at it for yourself in person. This is obviously in black. It is also available in silver, so you've got a choice of colours. And here you can see the very nice finish and feel of both the dial on the top and the mirrored front, behind which is a display which will show track and title information as well as additional information. One major feature we missed out looking at, on this side it's got a headphone jack so that you can plug a 1/4 inch headphone directly into the side of the unit. Another nice and much requested feature. Okay, that's the basic product. We'll put that on one side and we'll have a look at some of the modules now. So the Selekt DSM is a modular system. You can populate it with different cartridges and different DACs to give you the number of channels and the features that you require now or in the future. The modules and DACs are compatible with both the new Selekt Edition as well as with the Selekt DSM Classic, as it's now called. I've got 3 of the modules here in front of me. I'll switch camera angles and we'll just have a quick look at them. Okay, so on the desk in front of me I have got 3 modules. There's one that we're missing, but we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the recently announced with Selekt Edition. This is the mono line out module. Put 2 of these to give you a dual mono configuration within the Selekt DSM. So that's good. The next one is the stereo line out module. And again, that's got 2 unbalanced RCAs and 2 balanced XLRs outputs, and again a location here for a stereo DAC module. This module is the integrated power amp, and here we just add connect speakers, so those are our speaker terminals. This is a power amp in its own right, and again we put a DAC module on the back here. All of them, if we flip them around the other way, connect into the back plane on the back of the Selekt in the same way. They've all got this same interface which goes into the back of the unit. Next, let's talk about the DAC modules themselves. They're available in 3 different levels of DAC. We've got the standard stereo DAC, we've got the Catalyst stereo DAC. There is also an organic stereo DAC, so that's 2 channels of organic DAC within one of these modules. And we've also got here, which are the organic mono DACs. So these are designed purely for the mono line out cards that we have got here. So that's 2 organic DACs, 1 for each line out module, or we could use the stereo organic DAC module as well. And these are just plug and play, so they just clip into the module. So this is our mono module, which will accept our mono DAC. It's simply as an arrow on the top here, and all we do is position that in here and click it in reassuringly. So that's one of our organic DACs ready to go in our mono line out module. These modules will work in both the classic DSM as well as the new edition DSM. Let's fit these into our new edition DSM. Okay, so we've got the Selekt DSM here. We're going to slide the lid off, which will allow us to populate the modules here. Speed it up, of course. Okay, so we've removed the set screws from the rear. That will allow us to slide the case back, like so. There's a ribbon cable here at the front which you can't quite see, which I press the button and that then releases the ribbon cable and will allow me to lift the lid off. So here you can see the circuit board and the ribbon cable that I mentioned on the lid. You also get a bit of a view of this wave effect that's going around here. Nice engineering, all beautifully CNC'd and finished. Here we can see the internals of the product. So there's a new power supply in here called Utopic. So this is the next generation of Linn's power supply technology, following on from Dynamic. So Utopic, and that's fitted to all new Selects, Select Classic and Select DSM. And here you can see the slots where the modules are going to fit. So we're going to take out these two blanking plates. There's also these blanking plates over the connectors, so we'll take those out on one side, like so. And then we're going to just remove these set screws, which will allow us to slide the module in. Okay, take out the other one. So that's just a blanking plate and a long set screw. And get my modules, and I literally just put them in here and slide it back like so. And put that one, not that. Just put the other one in. Okay, nice positive feel as it goes in. Through the second one in. That's the modules seated in nicely in the back. So again, we are going to rest that on there. We need to put this ribbon cable back in, and then the lid just slides back on. Just put the set screws back in. One Select Edition with dual mono organic DACs ready to go. Select DSM Edition with dual mono lineouts and mono organic DACs. This is Linn's highest performance Select DSM that they make. They claim it sounds better than the previous generation Climax DSM with the catalyst. So next thing for us is to have a listen and try all the different combinations. I encourage you to come and visit Ripcaster, where you'll be able to hear the whole of the Select range, both Edition and Classic. We'll have all of the modules, all of the DACs, and you'll be able to compare them within the Select range, but also against previous generation Accurate DS, DSM, and also next generation Climax DS and DSM. We tend to have all the products available for you to be able to do a proper A, B, C, D demonstration. I look forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching.